In the quiet shade of the forest, Pandu sits beneath an ancient tree, his eyes searching the sky for answers. The crown he once wore is gone, yet the weight on his soul remains heavier than ever. His exile has given him peace, but not purpose. Kunti watches from a distance, sensing the ache in his silence. She approaches, and he confesses his longing for children, for legacy, for a future that he cannot touch. The curse of the sage has bound him in chains that no crown could ever forge. Kunti hesitates. Then, gently, she reveals a truth she has hidden for years, a secret gift once bestowed upon her by sage Durvasa. Her voice lowers as the forest leans in to listen. She was a young girl then, adopted by King Kuntibhoja, chosen to serve the unpredictable sage during his long stay. She met his temper with patience, his demands with grace. And when he departed, he left behind not gold or jewels, but a mantra. A sacred incantation that could summon any god and bless her with a child. Pandu, stunned by the revelation, is filled with hope for the first time in years. He urges her to use it, for the sake of their lineage. Kunti agrees, retreating into solitude beneath the stars. Kunti agrees to use the mantra. But as she sits alone beneath the stars, her fingers trembling in the moonlight, memories come flooding back, memories she has buried deep. She had once tested the mantra, out of curiosity, out of innocence. She had invoked Surya, the radiant sun god. And the god had answered. A child was born to her, bright as flame, golden armored, and divine. But she was young, unmarried, and afraid. So she placed him in a basket and set him afloat on the river. A decision that would haunt her for the rest of her life. She never spoke of it, not to Pandu, not to anyone. But tonight, as she calls upon the gods again, her heart carries the weight of that first son, a son she never held. She chants the mantra, and the wine stills. From the heavens descends Yam, the god of Dharma, dark and radiant, wrapped in silence. He blesses her. From this divine union is born Yudhishthir, the embodiment of truth, calm and composed even as a newborn. Pandu is overcome with emotion. Holding the child in his arms, he feels, for a moment, whole again. Kunti calls upon the mantra once more. This time, the skies roar and whirl as Vayu, the god of wind, answers. The forest trembles with his arrival. From that moment is born Bhima, mighty and fierce, his tiny fists clenched with impossible strength. Even in infancy, he shakes the ground beneath him. Joy returns to the camp. Once more, Kunti calls the gods, this time summoning Indra, lord of the heavens. Thunder cracks open the skies. Light pours through the canopy. Arjuna is born, his eyes alert, his form graceful, his destiny already whispering through the breeze. Pandu weeps. 3 sons, gifts from the gods, each a pillar of future greatness. As the children grow, the forest echoes with their laughter. The burden on Pandu's heart begins to lift. But not everyone is whole. From afar, Madri watches the bond between Pandu and Kunti. Joy for her husband's happiness flickers behind eyes clouded with longing. She approaches Kunti, not in jealousy, but in hope. She asks if she, too, might bear children for Pandu. Kunti, moved by her grace, agrees and teaches her the sacred mantra. Madri, with trembling hands, calls upon the Ashwini twins, celestial healers, radiant and swift. Their presence is light and music. From them are born Nakula and Sahdev, twin sons, strong and luminous, their beauty unmatched, their hearts pure. Now there are 5. The sons of Pandu. Each is born not of desire, but of divine will. Seasons pass. The boys grow tall and proud under the guidance of their father and the love of their mothers. For a time, all is well. But fate has not forgotten. One spring morning, Pandu walks alone with Madri through blooming trees and golden light. She laughs, brushing away leaves from his shoulder. And in that fragile, beautiful moment, he forgets. He touches her. A single gesture of love. And in that touch, death strikes. Pandu collapses, breathless, cold, lifeless. Madri screams. The forest, once filled with joy, now echoes with grief. She carries him back, his body limp in her arms. Kunti falls to her knees. The 5 children gather in stunned silence. Madri, shattered by guilt and love, makes her final decision. She entrusts her sons to Kunti, the woman who gave her dignity and sisterhood. With no hatred in her heart, she walks into the flames of Pandu's funeral pyre, choosing to join him in death rather than live with his memory in absence. The fire rises. Smoke swirls into the sky. And in its shadow, 5 young princes cling to their mother. Kunti's eyes are full of tears, but they do not fall. She takes her sons, gathers their things, and prepares for the long journey back to Hastinapur. The forest watches them depart, silent, solemn. The age of innocence is gone. And though they leave behind the ashes of a broken past, they carry with them the seeds of destiny. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share.